everybody, my name is Ungar and welcome back to Empires of the Undergrowth. Today we'll actually be doing a alpha demo level instead of the usual Formicarium, because as I said when completing the first Formicarium challenge, we're going to be doing some free plays, an extra level, and starting a new series before doing the second tier. Today we're going to be playing the nest, and let's go. So first, I'm going to dig here and here, collect some food, and begin digging out some chambers. We're gonna want a good amount of workers, I'd say. At least 2 smaller groups of workers for the queen. And then a lot of soldiers. Black ant soldiers. There are other types of soldiers that we'll get to, but for now, staying with the basic enemies and units that we're used to until we go to the second Formicarium challenge. So I've got to be careful about not showing any of the second, third, or fourth tier things. 5th tier isn't out at the time of recording this. It's not planned to be out for a while at the time of recording this. So there is no chance of us seeing tier 5 creatures unless there was some glitch. But let's just continue going up here and building out some more soldiers and collecting food. So while we're doing this, I'm going to, do the YouTube thing and ask you all to like and subscribe, because I need money. So like, subscribe, maybe just leave the video on loop. Thank you. And let's just continue creating more black ants. I'm actually going to bring these guys back and make a food storage chamber out here to store all of our goods. Okay, there we go. So we've almost cleared all the available food, and I think we'll now be going for this higher up food. Then we can go for these critters and this food, and then start moving out this way. We have most of our food stores down. I'm going to break our groups up and continue this way, along with making a 3rd group of workers, because we're going to, like I said, need more nest workers. These workers might be nest eventually, but we just need more numbers in our foraging and fighting groups, or we won't be able to take on any of the creatures, because obviously there's a lot of them. A lot of creatures on the map that we need to kill, and we're going to need a lot of ants to do that. Not so much upgrades, I wouldn't say. Upgrades might not be that good on this mission. Shoot, we're not gonna be able to, no. We won't be able to fit an extra group down here. We might actually be able to put one in there. Okay, so we have one more group here that we can use. Just kind of working on the first group for now, and maybe add a few more nest workers to the group, because we're going to need them for all the nest duties. And just, yeah, collect food for a little bit. The beginning is pretty boring. We'll be getting into more action pretty soon, along with some creatures that we've seen before but have not had to fight before. Usually they're on our side, and those would obviously be the black ants, which we've played as and used in our Formicarium, and that obviously we have here along with workers, and we're a gene thief colony. but the objective is to kill the Formica Fusca queens, which I believe are these larger exclamation mark things. And yeah, that's really all we're going to be doing for now, is clearing out food and preparing for a black ant on black ant war. So now that all the free food is entirely gone and we've built up a small army, we're going to charge in here and take out these 3 Devil's Coach Horse. That should not be a problem. We do have quite a number of ants, and a good amount of them are soldiers. And yeah, we have plowed through and broken their defensive line. And now we are going to feast on their corpses, like any good conqueror would do. You shouldn't actually feast on dead corpses. Not recommended. Ants do that. I'm pretty sure you're not an ant if you're watching this, unless you have an ant colony and decided to put them here, which I have no idea why you would do that, what the purpose would be, but I mean, if you want to prove me wrong, you could put some ants watching this video. Moving on, we've collected majority of the food up here. There was a lot down here, and I think it's about time we get a few more soldiers in Group 2 so that they can defend themselves. And we are almost done with this, for the most part. Why are you like that? Okay. So, yeah. Food is almost done. I'm going to actually bring Group 2 down here. And then when Group 1 is totally done with that, I will also be bringing Group 1 down here. There's a lot of enemies. A lot of enemies. And, yeah, I believe there's spawners, like in Subjugation, 3 of them that spawn, instead of slave makers, spawn more black ants that spawn with this wave, and these guys, and these guys. This is like the final choke point wave that we're gonna need to defeat, and Group 1 has finished collecting, so we can go down here and plow through this. And go. Everyone go. Yeah, we just kind of destroy the Devil's Coach Horse. They're not much of a threat to us. We just simply overwhelm them in terms of numbers. They don't really know what to do, especially if they're alone. 3 or 4 of them might be able to hold off against our forces currently. For a little bit. Obviously we could defeat them. This is quite an army, but initially they would most likely push back the first wave. The big adults counter our numbers with their spray, but I believe there is only 2 of them on the entire map right there. Now that we've finished clearing all the food out except for this way, that is exactly what we're gonna do. Rally up our forces and prepare our army to march. Once these 2 have hatched and are on their way, we will begin our invasion. And let's go. That also started the timer, which is going to spawn in or dig out these waves along with these waves. But yeah, we just cleared them out and entirely eradicated them. And we will, sadly we can't eat the enemy ants. I would love to eat enemy ants, but we can't. It would be nice if they dropped their hatch cost, like workers would give you 2 food, soldiers would give you 5, so that pillaging nests in free play, or in the Formicarium, would actually give you bigger reward than just their larva. Maybe something that might be added in the future. That I see how that could be a problem with like way too many ants being distracted carrying back all of these guys, but maybe there's like a chance of it happening. Yeah, that would be a cool concept, like a 20% chance that instead of just sinking into the ground, you could carry their bodies back and eat them. Which would be nice. Nice source of food and enjoyment to those who enjoy eating their enemies. Yeah. Okay, so this wave has been cleared. We're feasting on all the food and setting up another group that's going to be defending the queen from these near queen attacks, which are, like I said, these pockets up here. And then the black ants' next attack will be here or here. I'm not exactly sure, but we're gonna get there first. Not let the black ants have any time. I think I will go for... Oh, well, it looks like we're going here. I'm gonna turn on and off attack to try and... no, that didn't work in the slightest. Our forces kind of just got obliterated. But don't worry, they can respawn. And we're going to send that group down there, and then send them to reinforce up here. Or actually, this is up. This is farther down. Switch that around. So we're gonna grab that. Okay, great. And now I think we might want to begin upgrading our units. I don't really see much more available space over here. There is obviously enemy territory that we can expand into, but I have no intent on doing so. I actually... yeah, there's enough space over here for a smaller group. Put a worker in there. Bring this here, and continue outwards this way. So yeah, the Black Ant army is going to get increasingly stronger and larger, and we're being pincered. But our forces are larger than theirs. We do have workers, so they're not necessarily all equally as strong, but we do heavily outnumber them, and we can respawn, and they can't. Which is very good, because if we couldn't respawn our ants, yeah, that wouldn't really be enjoyable, I'd say. So you guys stay there. That's more another queen group, because yeah, our queen needs some help. And then we can get our fourth, and I think this is going to be our final group, because food is going to be running low, and eventually we're not going to be able to stop the funnel thing that happens if you have too many ants, which is where they can't all attack at once, so they just kind of spin around, and it's a waste of food to have ants meaninglessly spin in circles. So we're not going to be doing that. Instead, we're going to open this up and advance. Let's advance this way. Let's actually let them come to us. Oh my god. Okay, everyone charge. This is a lot of enemies. There's a good amount of them. We're gonna send group 1 down here, group 2 over here, and group 3 can murder this defenseless queen. I wish the queens like wandered in this area and attacked as well. That'd be another cool feature to give colonies, besides just eating their ants. Make them feel more realistic, because obviously in real life, queens wouldn't stand here and be killed. They'd either try and run or fight. So maybe there's like a 50% chance that they try and run and escape. The exclamation marks that goes over the minims of the leaf cutters that we'll get to later on in the series. Or they could fight. Or maybe a mix of both, like depending on if you attack them, they're like, okay, I'm gonna fight you now. I don't know. A lot of ideas that will most likely never see the light of day, but you never know. Devs can be quite goofy, but we have entirely cleared out this pocket that's available, and all that's left is here. I will call group 3 back to fight these creatures. They're going to be quite a nuisance. Store some food and prepare all of our invasion force up here, along with a few upgrades. Store the rest of the food, I think. Yeah. Okay, this is what we're gonna be doing. Oh, these guys are quite annoying. We almost got the first one down. If we can get the first one down, that'll be a lot more helpful. And there we go. So now all our ants will be focusing on him and less on that other one, and dead. So they're gonna collect that, bring all the food in from their corpses, because you can eat creatures, as we have definitely seen before. See it in almost, I think, every video we've been eating creatures alive, or dead actually. Can't eat them alive. Bit too brutal for the game, I guess. But, yes, we have entirely decimated this army, and we're going to begin moving up here. So, the spawners, yeah, there's 3 spawners. And then 3, 2, 1, boom. Reinforcements, and then with this final wave, the spawners also kick into action. This wave down here. We might barely be able to kill them and get to their queen if we hurry. No, doesn't seem like it, no. Okay, yeah, the spawners are starting to kick into action. We're gonna run right past them while we have a chance. Just try and grab some food and rally our forces, maybe? Yeah, maybe assassinate their queen. That might be a viable strategy. Assassination. Yeah, next video we're going to be doing a Black Ant free play, and after that a Gene Thief free play, and a new series. Then we will be doing Formicarium. Okay, that is it for today. I will see you all in the next video, and have a good day. Like and subscribe. Bye-bye.